You probably have no idea who I am, but my name is Alan Barnes and I host a channel called Geargasms. Robert Jackson and I have been buddies for years. I struggle with his name because he sent me the script to read. He is absolutely, truly a genuinely nice human being. And we've become really super personal, great friends over this course of doing this YouTube thing. So when he asked me to roast him, I said, I don't know, bro, that could really hurt our relationship. And he's like, give it to me, buddy. I can handle it. Now, we weren't talking about the roast at that point. I told you we were really good friends, right? The reason I haven't asked Robert to be on Geargasms is because Geargasms is much smaller than his channel, and it would be a lot of work for him, and he probably wouldn't benefit. I would benefit, but he probably wouldn't so much. But the second reason is that Robert scares people, man. Look at that face. That face scares kids away, bro. That's a donkey. Get out of my swamp face. I'm trying to make this channel a safe space for young people. I encourage young people to come and consume my content, hence the name. Now, he's trying to look angry in this picture for the most part, but that's Robert's normal face. Is it possible for a man to have a resting bitch face? This face, I think, is supposed to be like shocked or confused. The face looks more like it could be a painful O face, and there is such a thing. It could also be a painful BM face. There is such a thing. Ho, 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 ho. Christmas time. Now, I'd like to think Robert's a really smart guy, but like all smart people are smart about certain things. A Christmas video, bro. Even I'm smart enough to know nobody watches a Christmas video on YouTube about guitars anymore. They just don't. That is such a 2016 move. I will say, though, he did nail the "you gave me some shit for Christmas that I don't want" face on that one. Now, it looks like he looks confused. He's trying to shrug and say, huh, I don't know what. But it also looks like he might, in fact, be juggling these pedals. That's the same kind of face that Robert makes when his old lady says, who shit the bed, son? Was it the dog? That's the same face that Robert makes when someone asks who farted. This is perfect. This is what I'm talking about. Resting bitch face on a man. He's supposed to look happy in this. He's attempting to look happy about this Randall head. But then again, what the hell? You know what he looks like? He looks like a bouncer at a bar who's just on the edge of being able to control himself and wants to throw my stupid, drunk, white trash ass out on the street, and he's just barely holding back. That ain't a friendly face, bro. This ain't Roadhouse's YouTube, son. Patrick Swayze's dead. Did you know that? Just like me and just like all of us other ass clown pinhead YouTubers, Robert believes in recycling and reusing and repurposing. This is the same stupid cutout face, except done in an angle. Hope I'm not spoiling a future video. I've never known Robert to do wrestling content, but I'm not surprised he likes wrestling. Doesn't he look like the kind of guy I'd like wrestling? Here, he's supposed to look like surprised, confused, or maybe it's like I was wrong face, or I'll try better next time not to crap up the sides of the toilet when I eat my own Mexican food. But he's supposed to be enthusiastic. We all struggle with this in YouTube. Those of us that make our own thumbs and we're not necessarily graphic designers. Is that guitar got that like really cool looking sort of BC Rich sort of metal cutout with all the little points around it? Or just Robert got a pair of scissors that are as dull as his personality? Now, you can't see it in these thumbnails necessarily, but our boy Robert likes to wear t-shirts. We all wear t-shirts on YouTube, right? Sometimes he wears a band t-shirt, but most often he wears these t-shirts that younger guys wear on YouTube. They're kind of shiny. They're sometimes a little bit too tight. But one tell I've noticed over the years with those t-shirts, if you watch closely, if Robert's got that t-shirt tight and he's telling you like something and the nipples aren't all that, he's lying to you. You gotta watch the nipples. Forget the face, forget the body language. Robert likes something, he's going to be showing them to you. They're going to be there. They're going to be present. You'll notice. You don't even have to be gay. You'll notice. Let me tell you how I first discovered Robert's Guitar Dungeon. It was a video about, I think, buying and selling used. Tips for buying used and selling used. It was a really good informative video. I was like, man, that dude's hideous, but he knows what he's talking about. And I watched more and more of his content, and I sort of got the vibe as like, man, this dude must be, he knows a lot more than just like your average YouTube pinhead like myself about used gear in particular. His knowledge knows no bounds. He seems genuinely attracted to hand-me-down things. Like the Indianapolis Colts.
Loser!
How do I know he loves the Colts? How does anybody know he loves the Colts? Have you seen the room he shoots in sometimes where he painted his stripes on the wall? Oh, that's a sports fan there, son. The blue and the white stripes. Nobody has the heart to tell him horizontal stripes are not slimming, brother. Now, if you're one of those overzealous, overly ardent YouTubers that wants to send your favorite YouTuber a musical gift, not just during the holiday season, but any time of year, here's a little inside tip, because I'm such a good friend with Rob. He doesn't tell everybody this. The man loves fuzz. You should see his fuzz pedal collection. It is sick. I have never seen anything like it. The ZVEX Fuzz Factory is his favorite one, as far as I know. Now, from what I understand, I think Robert has said he's trying to get away from what I think is an awesome name, Robert's Guitar Dungeon. I think he's trying to lose the dungeon. He's just going to make it Robert Jackson Guitar, I think, maybe, which would be kind of cool because people might get confused. I thought, is that the guy that makes Jackson guitars? I don't know. Not a bad strategy, perhaps. But why not lean into the dungeon? If you're tired of the dungeon, maybe you don't want it to be the dungeon. How about Robert's Guitar Crawl Space? Robert's Guitar Murder Basement? Robert's Guitar Doom Cellar? Robert Jackson's Ball Gag Spreader Bar Torture Dungeon? Of course, if he called it Robert's Spreader Bar Ball Gag Torture Dungeon Chamber, here's the comment.
It's a good name for your channel because it's torture listening to you play guitar.
Ooh, you suck.
Robert actually gets comments like that. All YouTubers get comments like that, except me. In addition to incredibly tight t-shirts that Robert wears, allowing us to see whether he's telling the truth with the nipple lie detector test, often you can see Robert flexing on us with the heavy silver chain, bro. I know it's a generational thing, but again, when I see that, I'm going back to that bouncer thing, bro. I see that glint of silver, and I'm trying to make eye contact because I want to know when you're going to throw the first punch. But then I get distracted, like all men do, by shiny things. And then I'm like, all right, what else has he got? Has he got more chains? Is it just that one chain? Is it a Mr. T starter set? What's going to happen to me? Is he going to kick my ass? I don't know. All kidding aside, Robert, my brother, you are a hideously awful human being, and you are proof that, yes, people will watch almost anything you put on YouTube.